And so the climb begins. Corvus Glaive, stage 95 to 99. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we're taking on Corvus stage 95 to 99 for the first time ever, starting us off with Superior Octopus, led by Ghost for the nice synergy with machine type stuff, and then we have Shuri in the background for the extra damage to supervillains. Now, this is the basic premise of the combo. You're going to do the Awakening skill for Superior Octopus after you do the third skill for the buff, and after you do the co-op skill. So that's basically the combo. This is probably the cheesiest clear, but at least for the strikers, it's kind of interesting because Superior Octopus gives himself a 70% ignore dodge buff. Okay, we're gonna just trigger this here. We just want to mind control him a little bit. We didn't want to get stunned there, but that's okay. We just wanted to come here. You're gonna iframe, yeah. Basically, you give yourself 70%. Perfect. This is with the CTP of energy, and it's, oh wait, CTP of energy. Oh, so I can actually get rid of. Oh man, I can get rid of Misty Knight. I totally forgot about that. Anyways, I thought I had a CTP of rage. Anywho, it's a CTP of energy. This is not even an optimal clear, but basically, what you do is, because you get 70% ignore dodge on his Awakening skill, and you're not going to do any damage, or you're going to do very little damage without his Awakening skill, basically what you want to do is just use his Awakening skill. So we're just going to let him iframe here, then I'm going to pop the co-op, pop this, and this is the combo. It's just a 3-skill combo, as you can see, and it works really well. And then all you do in between is just wait. It's just like you don't do anything for the next 19 seconds while your Awakening skill comes off cooldown. You can kind of attack him to trigger some of the strikers if you want to pop some mind control and stuff like that, just to stall the rest of his attacks, because he does do some kind of annoying things. You don't want to do the 5th skill because you don't want to proc the all defense down on his 5th skill, and you don't want to do the 3rd skill because you want to keep the buff for his Awaken skill. But this is the combo. It's a 3-skill combo. It's co-op. You do the co-op skill, then you do your 3rd skill, then you do your 6th skill, and that's it. That's all you got to do. You can see I only need 1 strike. So if I didn't have a CTP of energy, if I had a regular damage proc, or if I had a we need more mind control here. If I had a regular damage proc, or if I had a CTP of rage, then what would happen is I wouldn't. Oh, ooh, we almost died there. Very, very dangerous. He didn't get mind controlled for some reason. But anyways, we're fine. We just have to take it a little bit slower. We're just going to stall a little bit here with Ghost. But essentially, I thought I didn't have a CTP of energy, so I brought along Misty just to push that 70% ignore dodge that we get to 90%, which is not quite cap, but it's close enough. And then, of course, you have the Weapon Hex, the Hydra Hex combo with Weapon Hex, with Hydra Cap, and then just finish them off here. And then we have Rachel and Apocalypse for mind control. So there you go. 3-minute clear, super easy. He's a fragile character, so you have to be careful. But this can be done. This is stage 95 with a CTP of energy. You don't need a rage for this one. Nice. We got a booty box. Pretty cheesy, but also very effective. Now, this is probably one of the more annoying clears because it takes a really long time. The first half of this fight, the first life of Corvus, he has really high energy defense, so he actually doesn't really take much damage from Luna, as you will see. And I actually was late there with the timing, so this isn't going to do as much damage. So you're going to see that we just do very little damage to start, and you still have to wait for the Striker co-op skill. We're still using the Striker co-op skill Cheese. Basically, the only one that doesn't rely on the Striker co-op skill Cheese here is going to be Deadpool and Doctor Strange. And they don't use the co-op skill, but in Luna's case she has to, and in Luna's case it just takes a really long time. So it's going to seem like you're doing no damage. We're going to hit the co-op here, then we're going to hit the tier 3, and then you're going to have a burst of damage when you do your co-op, and then that's it. But even at the beginning, you're only going to be doing like a bar's worth of damage. So don't worry if you're using Luna and you've got a rage, CTP and stuff. That's why I had to bring Spider-Man 2099 lead. Oh. I'm going to switch here. Okay, we tried to interrupt his little thing. We got him charmed, as you can see, but we weren't able to interrupt like the roaring and the meteors and stuff like that. But anywho, we needed to bring him along because he needs to bump up her ignore dodge. Luna doesn't give herself any ignore dodge on her tier 3, and I don't have a CTP of energy on her, so she has 0 ignore dodge. So we got 50 there, and then we've got another 40% from both Misty and Kate Bishop. So we're actually not quite at 100% ignore defense, but it's close enough. It's close enough, but this does take it takes like 3 minutes, I would say, to do the first part of this fight, but then it goes by really quickly because for the rest of the fight, and this is kind of what makes Corvus a little bit more interesting, he's a little bit more unique than some of the other bosses, Thanos notwithstanding, is that he has a bit of a different interaction with certain characters in the first half versus in the second half, or first life versus second life. I like that. I wish that more bosses had that sort of thing, or they would become immune to specific things halfway through, or sort of after a life, or after some sort of downtime, if he charges up, or he sort of I'm getting serious now kind of thing. But yeah, not quite as challenging as Thanos. But this is just kind of like a slog fest. With her charm and the mind control from Rachel, it's really hard for Corvus to do anything. Now, I kind of screwed up here. We're going to wait one more rotation. I kind of messed up. I didn't charge my tier 3 skill up fast enough. So that is why I actually had to wait there. We popped the co-op, we popped the tier 3, and now hopefully we can do enough damage to kill him. Oh my gosh. You can see she's creaking by to the finish line. Like I said, it's 3 minutes. So this is probably the most brutal one. My phone is already heating up. My hands, they're so tired, guys. It's such a hard job playing video games all day. But now, here's the funny thing, and this is kind of similar with the next clear as well with Doctor Strange. Now check out how fast. We're just going to pop the tier 3 skill by itself. No all defense down. But you can see here that the damage now is comparable to what it was when we had the all defense down, and we don't have it. So now imagine how much more she's going to do when we can also pop the co-op. So we're actually just going to build it up here, pop the co-op, pop the tier 3, and check this out. Right? It's like night and day. It's hilarious. You're like, whoa, what happened to Luna? She found her damage? She found her damage. She was looking for her whoa, we're getting some new strategies from Corvus. He's sick and tired of us using all defense down strikers and the weapon hex Hydra cap combo. Did you see that sideways flame thing? Man, if only Marvel Future Fight actually had, oh shoot. If only Marvel Future Fight had those things in the game rather than it just being glitchy stuff. We're gonna use the charm here to try to stall him a little bit longer. He has a skill where he goes into an iframe and he bleeds you, and we don't want him to do that because that could kill Luna and just completely ruin the run. If we had more time, maybe Spider-Man 29 could finish him off, but here he can't on this high stage. But you can see this damage is just nutty, and we just blow through. So it's 3 minutes of really slow gameplay and really slow damage, and then it's just 1 minute of crazy burst. And that's how it is for energy, a lot of these energy damage characters. On stage 97, we're using Doctor Strange, and here's the cool thing for Doctor Strange. One, we're never going to press the co-op skill button, so it does change the gameplay a little bit. And two, we're actually using Nick Fury, but we're not using his leadership. This is the really curious part here. We're using Doctor Strange's leadership because although it's less of an attack boost, it does give us 20% ignore dodge. And so we can field 4 ignore dodge strikers. We've got Misty, we've got Songbird, we've got Van Dyne, and we've got Kate Bishop. We can field those 4 to give us 100% ignore defense, because again, my Doctor Strange is a CTP of Rage, not a CTP of Energy or any kind of obelisk with ignore dodge, read, or anything like that. And then we just need Weapon Hex. Weapon Hex, all she does is she's going to sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes she will give me that 100% cap, and then when he hits the tier 3, it applies minus 60. So with just 2 hits of the tier 3, wow, I got snared. With just 2 hits of the tier 3, you stack the 100% all defense down. And that's basically how this clear goes. You can use Dr. Voodoo lead rather than using Doctor Strange's lead, but then you are going to be sacrificing some ignore dodge. Now, I actually don't know if Doctor Strange's tier 3 skill gives him ignore dodge. I don't think it does. Should have probably checked before I cleared this, but I know he can clear this as is like this. Again, it's like Luna Snow. Corvus just doesn't move around as much, but it's like Luna Snow in the sense that this part is really slow and takes 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. So if you're strapped for time to play World Boss, even if it's on a lower stage, you obviously don't want to bring Doctor Strange in against Corvus because it's not pretty in the first half. But then once you kill Corvus and he revives, he loses that energy defense and it becomes a lot faster. This is actually really slow. We're getting really unlucky with Weapon Hex's timing. It's usually a little bit faster than this. I'm getting snared again. We're gonna pop. We're actually gonna. I lied. I said I wasn't gonna do the co-op skill, but I just wanted to do it to see if we can kind of set Weapon Hex up in a different way so that she can actually help us deal damage by. Okay, this is going a little bit better by actually providing that all defense down cap bump from 60 to 100. I'm also forgetting to do the tier 3 skill as soon as it's ready. I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't played as Doctor Strange in a while. Doctor Strange, once you get into the rhythm, he's fun to play, and he's pretty simple to play, and it's kind of relaxing in a way. But I have not played with him in a while, so... Poor Doctor Strange. Cable replaced him. So we're actually doing pretty badly here, but I think even if... You'll see the damage at the end. It's hilarious. I think even if we finish with a minute left... So if we kill, if it takes us 4 minutes to kill Corvus here, I think we can still manage to do it because that's how much that's how crazy the burst damage is once he loses this energy defense. But how do you think they can improve World Boss? Because you know this is fun and all, but it's not really a fight, if you know what I mean. I'm not trying to revive the whole like let's nerf the strikers, let's nerf the tolerance for mind control and stuff like that. I don't want to revive that conversation, but I'm just curious what you guys think. So we're here. It's interesting because we don't have the tier 3 skill built up. So he actually is going to get off 1 or 2 attacks, in which case we could die in the meantime. So we're actually going to have to pop this skill here. And we're going to have to be kind of careful. Yeah, because of this. But now we can pop the tier 3 skill. Now check this out. Check out this damage. With just a minute 18 left. Hello? Okay, here we go. I promised you guys big damage, right? Okay, it's a little bit slower than I thought. But we got it, right? Okay. Again, it's not quite as drastic or dramatic as Luna, but it still works. And keep in mind, Doctor Strange gets this done with a 50% damage reduction against Corvus. So presumably, if he didn't have that 50% damage reduction, he would finish this. I mean, I know he'd finish a lot faster, but he might finish, you know, much, much faster. We might not finish this. This is crazy. It wasn't working. What was going on? The bar was like not moving. Man, the game was like seriously trying to curse me. Okay, we got it. We got some CCF. We got a booty box for getting to 45 on the Conqueror. Man, holy. The main man Deadpool comes in for stage 98. We've got the Dr. Voodoo lead, of course. And we've got Valkyrie here as support with a CTP of Insight to run us along a little bit faster here. Now, this clear in general is going to be a lot... It's going to be a lot faster. Do not get hit by the tornadoes. It's going to be a lot faster than the Luna Snow and Doctor Strange clears, but unlike the Doctor Strange clear, this one is a little bit more sketchy. Like, Deadpool can actually die if he gets hit by the bleed because it does so much damage. And because we don't have any ignore dodge, because we've got a CTP of destruction, oh my gosh. We have to bring along all these strikers. So if we had a CTP of energy with, like, let's say 40% ignore dodge, then we would only have to bring 2 or 3 strikers. And then we could bring, you know, Apocalypse. We could bring more of the mind control strikers. As you can see, with only 4 of those strikers, we actually only have 80%. What happened there? We actually only have 80% ignore dodge. So you don't necessarily need 100% ignore dodge. It all depends on how much damage you're doing. And also depends on whether you keep goofing up the rotation or not. Very, very weird. Not too sure what's going on here. But he should be dead. And we should be on to the... No. Oh my god. Okay. Sure. Alright. Oh, don't get time frozen. Nice try. Oh, but you got snared, buddy. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. So a minute and 30, whatever, a minute 25. My goodness. This should be going so much faster. Deadpool is just perfect for the stage. He's got all defense down. He does crazy damage to Corvus. And he also has the advantage for being speed type. So he doesn't take any kind of damage reduction like Doctor Strange and others. I don't know what the hell happened there. I got knocked out of my animation. You are going to iframe. I am going to do this and then hopefully do a ton of damage. I don't know what's going on with my skills, but they're not doing any damage. This is spoopy.com. Please don't do... Okay. Am I canceling too early? Am I canceling too soon? Okay, there's the big damage. There's bigdamage.com. Okay, you're going to do your little flame pillar, yada, yada, yada. Gonna do this. This is kind of risky here, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because I want the damage, but for some reason the damage is not that good. Oh, run away. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. That's good damage. Yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. What? I don't know why the damage starts being good and then it just falls off a cliff. I'm so confusion. Am I canceling too soon? I do not know, sir. I am so confused. This happened the last time I was playing like stage 93 with Deadpool or something like that. This also happened to me where sometimes the damage just doesn't do anything. Maybe I am canceling too soon. Maybe I gotta let that jet ski ride out. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe, yeah, you know what? Yeah, but see, then the damage does that anyways. Weird. Well, we're in the home stretch. Yeah, we got him. Okay, easy. So 3 minutes. That should have been a lot faster. Very strange, but we got it. One more left. Who's it gonna be, ladies and gentlemen? Stay tuned. Ooh, we got another booty box and find out. So stage 99, who's it gonna be? Well, it's the character that I honestly think is built for this stage. We've got Quicksilver, and he's built for this stage because he has a built-in 50% ignore dodge, which is crazy. Super, super high. The highest base ignore dodge of any passive, along with characters like Apocalypse, so you know he's in good company there. We're going to rely on the co-op cheese, yes indeed, but it's fun, it looks cool, and you just don't know what the hell's going on, because there's crazy white light everywhere. This is Marvel Future Fight, guys. It's just a chaos, a blur of animations and things. But yeah, he does crazy damage, it's a really easy clear, and it's fun, and he just looks cool doing it. So yeah, Quicksilver. Not too much to talk about as far as this clear goes. Like I said, because he's got 50% ignore dodge, we don't have to pop that. Do crazy damage. Yes. No waiting. No waiting like Luna. No waiting like Doctor Strange. It's like it's the professor. It's the superior Octopus clear on steroids. It's so fast. He's so strong, and we're only using one support. We're not using a CTP of Insight. He's so powerful. He was definitely built for this stage. And because we have that 50% ignore dodge, we bring along 2 strikers and we're already at 90%. So we actually, again, don't go to 100%, but we get close enough. The one tip I would give you for Quicksilver, if you want to do more damage, is when you're playing, you should make weird noises like that, like ooh. No. You should always use his 3rd skill before you use the tier 3, because the 3rd skill has accumulation based on the damage that you deal, like Magneto's new 5th skill. So that is going to help ramp up your tier 3 damage even more when it lands shortly after you've started your co-op sort of canceling thing. So I usually do 5-3 co-op and then pop the 4, and then usually, yeah, we get a few bars. We don't get a lot of action around here, but we get a few bars. Okay, so yeah, man, he's so good, so easy to play too. I'm not really worried when I play. Like, I don't feel like he's fragile the way that Deadpool is, because he's got the 40% guaranteed dodge, and he's got the healing, and he's iframing most of the time anyways. You can sometimes die to like some pretty whoa, who said that you could do that? Who said, buddy? Go to sleep now. There we go. 2.5 minutes to win it. So that was stage 99 all the way from 95. 5 different clears, 5 different teams. We did. I'm sorry, mama. We did abuse the co-op button for 3 of the clears, but we didn't for 2 of the clears. Now with this mountain climbed, or peaked, summited, with this mountain summited, and I got 3 booties to open for you. Do you guys want to see, like, for example, stage 50 Thanos with 5 different teams? Or would you like to start seeing me do things like stage 60 with free-to-play strikers, or stage 70 with completely free-to-play strikers? That's a really good pull. That is a decent pull. And that is another really good pull. Pretty good. Okay, cool. That is a reasonable reward for the amount of effort that I put in. Unfortunately, that is usually not the case for World Boss stage 90 plus. So let me know what you guys think of the big Corvus getting dusted 5 times. Thank you so much for watching. Hit me up with your recommendations in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.